I noticed you a while before you came and spoke to me. You kind of seemed like the life of a little party, loud, obnoxious type, likes to be a center of attention, while me, I like to hide in corners, avoid mentioning my name, avoid having to explain things since I hate to be misunderstood, avoid speaking since, not knowing much, I have no authority in discourse, unless the subject is myself, but talking about me is not something I start willingly. My honesty trips me up, plus the fact that I hate to be brusque or seem rude means when I'm asked a question, it's everything I tell you. A full answer full of all I know is true, at the time anyway, if you'll accept that truths do change. So before even 5 minutes has passed, you already know a whole lot more about me than I'll ever dare ask about you. It's just I hate to intrude, so instead I try and listen for the stories in between your words, in the notes your voice will use to say them, the way your mouth will choose to shape them, how your eyes might reaffirm them, or if your hands through your hair reveal any tangles in your heart. Though there are some questions I probably should ask, because the bias inside me might incline me to misinterpret less distant things than your words on the air, like your words in my ear. Less distant things than your hands through your hair, like you offering me your hands right here, 'cause it's tense. Less distant things than your eyes looking this or that way, like your eyes looking my way with just a little curiosity. And less distant things than those unknowns of your heart, like feeling your heart beat when we leaned back to back to rest our tired feet. I should probably find out if you already have someone to hold, but I'd rather ask why you sat down and said hello, 'cause I'd like to know it wasn't just for my pistachios or the fact I've got a face that reads, "Can't say no." I should definitely ask if you're this tactile with everyone. I like it a lot, but I'm just not used to being touched so much by platonic friends. Bar hugs, which, when we give, we mean, and the ones you gave in those first few days never really felt truly meant. But the touching's got me wondering if it's only my insides that murmur echoes of tremors that ripple in from my tingling skin when some part of you has brushed by some part of me. Mostly our arms, lucky to be bare. Are you early bird or night owl by nature? And could I have touched your face when I saw that tear? And would you call me after midnight for me to read you stories from my favorite book of fairy tales over the telephone until you fall asleep? Or maybe in love with something about me? And will you give full answers to my 3 questions?